Karen here in the newsroom at Humber's North Campus. It's Thursday, March 1st. Here's what's making news. Republican Senator Marco Rubio is expected to unveil a new gun bill later today. The bill is aimed at preventing gun sales to unstable people following the Stoneman Douglas massacre. Meanwhile, a number of companies are weighing in on the polarizing gun debate south of the border. Both Kroger and Walmart are the latest to change the legal age to purchase guns to 21. Walmart is also removing items resembling assault-style rifles. President Donald Trump met with Congress at the White House in a debate which left Republicans frustrated. The president informed lawmakers that he supports certain gun control opportunities, a stance that challenges the position of Republicans and the NRA. Trump says his goal is to prevent another mass shooting like the Stoneman Douglas tragedy.
These include allowing people with a certified training, very talented people, to carry firearms. And some people are going to disagree with that, and I understand that. I fully understand that. And if you do, I want you to speak up today, and we'll listen. I'm the biggest fan of the Second Amendment. Many of you are. I'm a big fan of the NRA, but I had lunch with them, with Wayne and Chris and David on Sunday, and said, it's time. We got to stop this nonsense. It's time. It doesn't make sense that I have to wait till I'm 21 to get a handgun, but I can get this weapon at 18.
We didn't address it, Mr. President. But I think
why? Because you're afraid of the NRA, right?
That the vast majority of 18, 19, and 20-year-olds in Pennsylvania who have a rifle or a shotgun, they're not a threat to anyone. They're law-abiding citizens. They have that because they want to use it for hunting or target shooting. And to deny them their Second Amendment right is not going to make anyone safer.
We have to do something about the mentally ill not being able to buy a gun. I mean, they have so many checks and balances that you could be mentally ill and it takes you 6 months before you can prohibit it. So we have to do something very decisive. Number one, you can take the guns away immediately from people that you can adjudge easily are mentally ill, like this guy. You know, the police saw that he was a problem. They didn't take any guns away. Now, that could have been policing. I think they should have taken them away anyway, whether they had the right or not. You turn that into this energy.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has unveiled an arsenal of new types of nuclear weapons. In his annual State of the Nation address last night, Putin said the weapons will be used to bolster their defense against anyone who poses a threat to Russia or his allies. Putin says the weapons have new technology that allow them to reach anywhere in the world and prevent them from being intercepted. The weapon range from intercontinental ballistic missiles to underwater drones. Putin announces more to come next week, just weeks ahead of the Russian presidential election. The final Ontario Progressive Conservative leadership debate was held in Ottawa last night, and tensions were high. With Patrick Brown out of the race, it's down to these four competitors: grassroots candidate Tanya Granick-Allen, Doug Ford, the brother of former Toronto Mayor Rob Ford, Carolyn Mulroney, daughter of former Prime Minister Brian Mulroney, who is new to politics herself, and returning candidate Christine Elliott. The PC party leader hopefuls argued their views on various issues, from carbon tax to healthcare and the economy. But the real reason the debate is making headlines today isn't about how the candidates see the political issues, but rather how they set their sights on each other. By the end of the debate, arguments got personal with accusations of waffling.
All right, then I'll get right into it. I think I've said my position has been the same for several years, which is that parents were not consulted by the Kathleen Wynne government before they brought in these sex education guidelines. I want to open up the guidelines, speak to parents across the province to understand what their concerns are and make changes where changes are necessary based on the parents' rights.
People want to know which Christine they're going to get. Are they going to get the Christine that was for sex ed? Or are they going to get the Christine that's against sex ed? Are they going to get the Christine that was maybe for the carbon tax? Or are they going to get the Christine that's maybe against the carbon tax? Or are they going to get the Christine that wants to replace Kathleen Wynne or are we going to get the Christine that took a $220,000 job, a political appointment, from Kathleen Wynne? Which one is it?
As candidates fight for votes before the election, Christine and Ford aren't the only runners who had a bone to pick.
What children should learn and when we need to make the changes and we need to listen to
Doug, I can tell you I worked very hard for my nomination. I look forward to finding out what kind of work you do when you actually get nominated in your riding.
Did you have a private...
Because
Caroline,
I think it's a bit rich because a month ago you wanted to be mayor of Toronto.
Why don't you tell the people the private conversation you had with the party to get that position? That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable.
And speaking of a month ago, Caroline, up until a month ago, you were Patrick Brown's star candidate.
That's right. That's right.
And you were happy to be his star candidate, and you sat and you said nothing while all that corruption was going on, while candidates were being bullied, while members were being stripped of their membership. So what are you going to do? Are you going to open up the nominations, or are you going to sit again quietly and say nothing as the grassroots...
Moderator Attila Raj doubled as a referee by the end of the debate, asking each candidate to say something nice about their opponents before making their closing statements. Result of the new PC leader will be announced on March 10th. Spring made an unlikely appearance in Toronto this week, however, Europe remains in a state of unusual winter. Dubbed the Beast from the East, a cold front from Siberia has blanketed much of Western Europe in snow. Britain was snowed in as hundreds of schools have been closed for days and public transportation has been stalled. Much of France was also under snow, including its most famous monument. With much of Europe not regularly equipped to respond, residents in Spain tried their best to combat the weather. The snow has caused flight delays, cancellations, impeded traffic, and caused a variety of other issues with commuters. Here in Toronto, residents should be prepared as a heavy snowfall is anticipated for tonight. An expected 5 to 10 centimeters will fall overnight, with temperatures returning to below zero. Today will be a high of 4 and a low of 0, with showers turning to flurries overnight, which may cause some delays in the commute into work tomorrow. Friday will be a high of 3 degrees and a low of -3, with Sunday being similar with just a bit more sun. That's all for today. Remember, you can head to humbernews.ca anytime for all the day's news and much more. Humber News is written and produced by students in the journalism program. Our technical crew are students in the broadcast videography program. I'm Christina Mulherin. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.